a young black man, and you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfuck the past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast locked within a cage. They're setting traps and almost kill me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Pour a drink on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where we go from here? From here?
Where do we go from here?
So where do we go?
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go?
Where do we go from here?
What's up, everybody, man? It's T.O.G. Gorilla, man. What it do? What it do?
What's happening?
What's up, brother?
Man, just looking through this right here.
Okay.
What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Another week.
Yeah.
We're back up under the palm tree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been about a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
We back here
You don't really know.
enjoying the ambiance. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what? It be feeling so different. Like, we used to be in here every week.
Yeah.
Now we only see it once a month.
Yeah.
And they tell you, hey, you don't miss it till it's gone.
Yeah. I mean,
That's that homie feeling.
yeah. The relaxation. This is where it at. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, man.
All that's beautiful. How your week been, man?
Man, you know what? My week been pretty cool, man. Our baby girl turned 12 yesterday, so
Okay. Yeah. I sent you something.
yeah, she was excited. So, let me see. The kids said the next thing, baby boy, we going through the process of, learning to tie shoes. You know, I can't get it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we
First
did
grade.
it. The first match. So, but other than that, man,
Who teaching?
his mom. His
He
mom.
might need one of the other children. I taught Tony how to tie his shoe. Maybe one of the kids.
But see, the only thing with Jace, he's a
He
mama's
just-
boy. He
he-
love
okay.
everything run through his mom.
No, but ain't nothing wrong. He's my boy too.
Yeah, he loves it. Hey, they want that. I don't know. They want. We were talking last night. The family. We were talking
Yeah.
last night. So the kids were saying, "Mom is more stalemated, more the mean person. She's our disciplinary in the family."
She the mean.
So they call that the
say-
mean.
Okay.
For me, I'm more the pushover, the nice guy. I'm more of that. They say so. But Jay's love it. I mean, he does everything about mom.
Yeah.
Man, that's like So
Yeah.
other than that, how was your week, man?
Man, very productive. You know what I'm saying? Eye opening, revelations. I mean, it's been great, man. It's really been great because anytime you can grow in any situation you're in,
Yeah,
you're doing great.
cool.
And I love growing. Now, growing has its pain,
Mhm.
and you go through that, but just the
Mhm.
fact of always evolving to the next. You know what I'm saying? On to the next. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, hey, you've been doing some other things, too, You've been doing some other things. You growing.
Oh yeah. You know, I did. I was on VHM last night. Did a storytelling type thing. I did that. I was on the tennis shoe soiree
Okay.
with Councilwoman Tate and her real stop the violence type situation forum for the children. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I might not have all the answers, but I can help find some solutions.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be everything, but I want to be in all things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe all of us bring something to the table. And if we take our rightful place and get involved with this, I mean, there's no telling what we could do.
So you was on stage last night, right?
Yeah.
Roughly how many people you spoke in front of?
What would you say, about 200?
It was a lot.
Yeah.
See?
It was-
So remember this.
Yeah.
You remember I told you before we started this, I see you on stage. I told you that. I'm just okay. I said in front of thousands. You know, I told you that. So it's coming. It's coming. So yeah, man. Like again, man. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. You know, you walking in your, what I'm saying, in what you want to do.
Yeah, you know.
So it's really, I'm seeing it right in front of me unfolding.
Yeah, if I could tell anybody, you know, don't be what they tell you are.
Mm.
Be who you are.
Don't let them write the story.
Don't let them write it.
Yeah.
People wrote me off for years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the fact that people who knew me.
Yeah.
And I know me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But if I listen to the stories that have been wrote about me,
yeah. So look, before we get in, talking, you want to talk to them about what's
oh yeah, let's first of all, you know what I'm saying, hit the like button if you like it, you know what I'm saying, share it, you know what I'm saying, because the more people that get involved and get to understand what we're trying to do, we ain't got to do it all, but you know what I'm saying, let's get heard. I'm gonna talk about voting next week. Next Tuesday.
It's serious.
Next Tuesday. I mean, come on now.
It's serious.
Come on now. This means a lot. There's a lot of stuff on the line. Now, you know, when we talk about voting, you know, this right here is the voting guide. You know, we had the ladies on a couple weeks ago talking about voting. It's Nora and Dory, and Amanda. Okay, we had them on. They were talking about the voting guides. We still got voting guides. You got the rest of this week, the weekend, to get these voting guides. Man, they tell you a lot of information. If you need them, call Greater Birmingham Ministries. They have, okay.
Get to the polls. I mean, for every vote that you don't, I mean, it's a win for the other side. Just real talk, man. I didn't take it that serious, and I said I'd be in the polls this Tuesday. I'll be there, front and center. I'm gonna do my part.
I mean, it's very important. Take it from somebody who's been down in those cells, in those prisons. These guys sitting there, they watching these elections. They watching these things seriously because they're looking for some hope. Yeah. If you got a loved one that's there, if you love someone that's there, they looking for some hope. We can help them have more hope. Everybody deserves to have a second chance, even third, even fourth. As long as you change and become a better person. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to make bad choices. The vote and is a good choice, not the vote, is really a bad choice.
You said something, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, man. You said, like, anytime a voting comes, this should be a holiday. That should be like, everybody should be able to get off work. You know, it shouldn't be, I can't go to
so if they not making it easily accessible to do this, then shouldn't you ask yourself why? So why would I stop doing something that somebody's trying to get me not to do anyway? Come on, man.
You don't vote, they laugh.
Come on, man. Because this is how the system works. We're in a system that works by votes.
It's serious.
Yeah. And they're going to respect the vote. Because if you don't respect the vote, then you have what happened January 6th. They don't want that. We don't want that. Yeah. So let's keep democracy doing what it do, but make it do what it needs to do. We are the system. The system is not us. We can change things like we want to change. And this is how we do it. If we go do this, you won't have to pick up no damn guns. Okay?
So for sure.
And then, you know what I'm saying? It just, everybody got their own opinion now. Everybody got their own opinion. You don't like voting, you think it's this and that, that's cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at some point in time, we got to come together and understand what we are doing, not what I am doing. What are we doing? Okay.
So look, on a lighter note, right?
Yeah, because you know I get all up in that.
I'm just saying, I'm feeling a laugh. This was a laughing for me. So
okay.
Today, I get on the way home. I'm riding home, so I'm laughing when I hear, they were talking about Kanye. It was like some people say they just started a GoFundMe for Kanye. Let's make Kanye a billionaire again.
Oh my Lord!
I said, are we that? You talking about broke people said, let's make Kanye West a billionaire again.
Hey, that's what they want to do with their money.
I was like, oh, we said it like
Man.
Kanye is nobody that broke.
If that's what they want to do with their money, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing we have to start learning is that it might not even sound right. It might sound crazy to somebody, but somebody believe in it.
Yeah.
And they can vote.
Yeah.
So do what you want to do.
Yeah.
As long as it don't hurt nobody else. I mean,
I was just thinking about the mindset. I said, you telling me broke people take their money to make somebody else a billionaire again?
they go to the grocery store, don't they? You can grow your own food, but you go to the grocery store. So everybody that's doing anything that's adding to what's really going on, when you can do it on some other level. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta have lights. We can go live in a goddamn cave. You know what I'm saying? Set fire, hunt rabbit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody gonna put their money somewhere.
Right, but dang.
Yeah. I mean,
It did so. I get home and watch the TV. So you know about you know how they have people that's finna announce where they finna go to college. And this was a football guy finna announce where he finna go.
right.
And so they had a little breaking, put it on ESPN, and you know, they stopped whatever they had going and went in where the guy was finna announce at his school.
Right.
So I look up there and they was like, this dude is a junior in high school announcing I'm committed. I said, damn, junior. I know about the seniors getting ready. You know, they'll break in, hey, this senior.
Right.
I said, we done went all the way to a junior.
Man,
Man, you know how many times he gonna change his mind?
man, listen. They just want to put the hook.
I was like, what the fuck we doing, man? I you know, me, I digress. I just laugh.
I mean, things like that, man. You know, these kids, and really, I like it because now they're becoming financially literate. You know what I'm saying? They understand the money early now.
We talked about that day doing.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got people understanding, and if they don't understand it thoroughly, and they lose it young and come back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the thing is, and then the game is different than it was.
We really talked about that day. So I was telling my wife, I said, look, I said, so you think about back when we was coming through in the 80s, early 90s, you know, the money that was out there. I said, so you taking a kid 18, 21, ain't never had a dime and don't know financial literacy or investing. Back then, you don't know none of this. You like, we never had money. We been broke, so we get it. We gonna what? We gonna spend it. Mm-hmm. These kids these days understand a little bit with financial literacy, right? Investments, how to grow their money, how to make more money,
cryptocurrency,
everything.
Yeah, they on all of it.
Yeah, so I was like, so
you know,
they do the way.
Like I say, the thing is, if we keep opening doors and making movement and watching these laws and voting,
vote.
Okay, we vote,
Yeah.
and we stay on top of our game. These kids gonna come up from behind with the thing. You know what I'm saying? But we act like we ain't got to do nothing. Yeah, we got to work. Yeah. We got to get these nonprofits out there.
Yeah. I was listening to what's his name? Russell is on. And he was saying he made a statement. He said we don't have another generation of waste.
No.
He said we have to stop it now.
No. We don't.
We got to stop it now.
We don't have one to give away.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing to waste.
Yeah.
If you can walk, got good sense, can do what you can do, got something to contribute, whether you think it's contributing or not, come see if you have some. Come on out. We need you.
Yeah, he really, I'm talking about.
Yeah, we need everybody.
He like, we don't have no more time.
You know what was so amazing to me? In 2008, I was in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I've always been into politics.
Okay.
And when Obama was running for president, man, listen. When I tell you, and then one
you
of
not crying? Oh.
You know,
a lot of people cried when Obama was running.
No.
When they announced he won, you know how many black folks cried?
But I saw how many came out and voted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How they moved like that. I said, "Oh, man, listen. It wasn't even about Obama. I knew what it was going to take for him to get there.
And it happened.
Man, I said these folks.
Showed up. Showed up.
Man, I know once you do it one time, you can keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm talking about everywhere.
I think they're gonna show up this year.
Man,
I
listen.
think they're gonna show up. I think we starting to understand local. The
I
local,
hope, man, 'cause
you know what I'm saying?
that stuff gave me chills again.
Because I mean, to deal with it within your city, your neighborhood, or whatever, is more local. So I think people starting to understand, hey man, we need this. Because think about it, we complain about the roads and all this stuff. We know we get in there and get the right people now, and we get, the right infrastructure, whatever. We
Right.
get all this
The
done.
people that care about the people.
Yeah.
You want people in there that care about the people.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be perfect, so we ain't trying to get the perfect person now. We just want somebody that's empathetic to what we go through. Ask the people of the city.
Hey, Miss Scott got to come in. What up, Amy?
What up?
She say these kids know how to get rich quick. They really do.
Yeah, they about their business.
I'm sitting here watching the cat yesterday. I think you about 26, 27. What's his name? Armani. YouTuber. And you were talking about how if you on social media, you need to be trying to monetize.
Right.
And he said he learned how to monetize, and he's trying to teach people how to monetize that money. Spending all that time on social media, you need to be getting paid.
And that's all. And stop. You gotta vote so you know what you're dealing with. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But now start. Man, really. When we
learn.
did stuff, man. I mean, see, we always had a monetary system when we were young.
Yeah.
And they probably got them now. I just don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have marbles, jacks. You know what I'm saying? Baseball cards. All that was a monetary system.
Yeah.
Trade, barter, trade, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then came the real money when the drugs and stuff started coming. When you got old, you start seeing this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But learning how to deal with your money within inside of the system is key.
Yeah. So definitely, man. I tell anybody, man, it's today. They say we shouldn't be broke. It's so many ways to make money now. There's so many ways, and we just gotta invest our time, more time into learning how to get to the paper. Cause I be looking at these dudes, they be so excited, man. I be seeing their eyes. They be like, they have really became millionaires off the phones. The computers and phones, they becoming millionaires. So I'm like, we still talking about it, man, bro.
I mean, it's a different arena in where they play.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you playing hockey, you gonna get hockey money.
Okay.
So you playing baseball, you gonna get baseball money. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta what arena you in. You know what I'm saying? These people find their niche.
Mm-hmm.
That's finding who you are. Once you find who you are, then you find your niche. Then who you are gonna carry you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
So the truth with Amy is saying exactly. Social media is work. I had fun back in the day, but it's a business now. Too many ways to make money out here to settle for the bare minimum.
True that.
You better know
True
that.
that.
You better know it.
Why would you settle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you settle? Why settle for not voting in voting?
And then we sit around. This why I mean. Sometimes I get frustrated, angry. Like even when, say my wife watching TV,
Right.
she's like, "Hey, look, so." When I'm in my mood, I be like, "I don't want to hear that shit." Somebody watching millionaires and shit. They pay. Yeah, we broke. Then I kid myself. I be laying in the bed with watching it. What you say?
Because it's like I say, man, it's all a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like a lot of people that's out here chose to be. My wife tell me this all the time. She say, how you say it? Is being wealthy, being comfortable, or being rich.
Yeah,
Okay,
difference.
it's a difference. So a lot of people are trying to be rich. So being rich gonna carry you somewhere, but it ain't gonna carry you because you're always gonna be chasing that riches.
Yeah.
Now being wealthy, you're gonna have it. But what they do with that wealth thing?
It's rich, you work for the money.
Yeah,
Wealthy,
rich,
the money works for you.
Wealthy, the money. Rich, you work for the money. Wealthy, the money work for you. And comfortably, you can just do what you want when you want.
Yeah,
how you want.
wealthy people don't work. They use their head. I mean, wealthy people think.
Exactly. So
they figure a way how to make you work.
Okay, so how do you become wealthy?
Yeah. So
This is that, but see how easy that is.
Yeah.
If you use your brain, wherever you want to carry it, I can't sit up like a lot of these scholars that's out here tell you this and that about this and that. But I can tell you one thing from a common person, not really that educated, been through a lot of this and that. When I decided to really be me, and do me and use my head, ain't nothing greater. And everybody can do it.
It's easy being yourself.
Who else you gonna be?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people gotta, be somebody else. But when you be yourself and you walk in your path, man, it ain't even work no more.
I mean, work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's work getting up and everybody telling you should be like that, but that's me.
Yeah.
But that's it. But look, I mean, it's too many ways. Man, love yourself, do what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Amy Scott, how you doing?
Scott.
You feel me?
Yeah, Scott.
Did we tell them about we finna keep doing things with Amy? You need to tell them that.
So look, every fourth Wednesday, T.O.G and Gorilla, we team up with the Truth with Amy.
The Truth with Amy.
Every fourth Wednesday, we do a YouTube, 7 o'clock. So what we need for people to chime in, start trying to give us an idea on a name. We're trying to come up with a name of our show we want to have. And we'll take, we'll take some comments with it, man, and we're gonna look over it.
And the one who wins, maybe give him a prize.
I ain't want to speak too fast.
Yeah, let's get a $100 gift card for the one the name we choose. Okay.
We'll work on it. Right, what am I doing right now? Where's my money? So we got you. Scott, you agree with that?
Yeah, we gotta make sure.
So we gotta talk with all the partners. But tune in every fourth Wednesday, man. We're trying to do it big, man. We're trying to grow it. We appreciate everybody following us. If you haven't subscribed or you're not following our page, man, go to T.O.G on our Facebook page. Like and follow our page on our podcast, T.O.G and Gorilla podcast on YouTube.
Right.
On YouTube. Subscribe, man. Y'all not touching that YouTube page too much. Y'all been slowing down on us.
Yeah, come on. Come on with it.
Yeah,
and another thing I want to say, look, on that fourth Wednesday that we do this one, man, we gonna have audience now. Y'all be part of the audience, and then we gonna it's
exclusive.
It's gonna be exclusive things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be part of the audience, hit T.O.G Gorilla page, hit Amy, the Truth with Amy page. Say I want to be part of the audience.
Yeah.
Let us know you want to be a part. We'll hit you back.
Yeah.
And we gonna, we're gonna do some filming. We're gonna record some shows. And then we're gonna get, catering. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to be part of the audience and hit the Truth with Amy or T.O.G and Gorilla, and let's make this thing a little live.
And also, y'all check out the Truth with Amy at 6 o'clock
in the morning. I be trying to get up. I be up. Then I go to sleep. You be on. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do better.
Yeah.
So if I get up at 6 in the morning, look at this show, we got to start working out, right?
Yeah. Look, I hit her that next morning. I said, "Hey, we finna go walking." She like, "What you talking?"
What?
Yeah, I hit her. So definitely, y'all check Amy out in the morning. The Truth with Amy at 6 a.m. on her Facebook.
And look, she the truth for real. I mean, she a real person. I mean, you know how people say things.
That's our little sister.
Yeah, that's little sister.
Yeah. She a firecracker.
Ain't no doubt. A whole MAD.
So look, man, let's talk about. Over the weekend I was just thinking about some stuff with all the violence going on. We had shooting out all over the weekend. People died, people get killed. Then you go and talk about the guy Domingos got killed. Yesterday. Whatnot, they talking about it's a war on the Raptors or whatever. They died off, what I'm saying, every other week, getting killed or whatever. And I was just saying, I was telling my wife, I said, what's crazy about this is when we kill each other, we don't be in an uproar. But let a white man or policeman kill us, man, we ready to tear the city down. But my thing is, why we don't have that same energy when we're doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's still somebody getting killed. So why we not, ready to march, protest, whatever, and get all this craziness out of our city with these, it ain't just young kids. We got older heads, young kids, whatever, getting killed or doing the killing. So that I don't want to just pinpoint that ain't see young. You got old heads out here just crazy these young cats. But I'm just saying, how do we stop the vibe? How do we slow it down? You know what I'm saying?
Now, as far as the Migo guy, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Man, it hurt my heart when I saw. I thought it was a joke. So I thought these folks, man, why they keep doing? Because I seen a couple other things that, like somebody else argued, and I was like, man, come on.
Yeah.
But and when I found out the truth, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Because the little guy was number 28 years old. Your brain don't fully develop till 26.
On the loans.
Okay.
They tell you that.
Now, my thing about this violence that's going on is, first of all, I know that I was dealing with a lot of mental things when I was going through my thing, because I have been a violent person. Okay, so it was a lot of mental things, and I wish I could just explain to you what was going on through my head in those days that I was like that. It was an extreme ego case of just not really caring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first you got to deal with what is the actual problem. You can't go to the murders, the killing, the violence are symptoms of the real problem.
Mm-hmm.
So first you have to go to the real problem, and then going to the real problem means you got to go into the places that the problems are at.
Okay.
And that's neighborhoods and neighborhood meetings. It need to be some serious talk. See, a lot of times people don't take neighborhood meetings serious, and a lot of times the people that's in the neighborhood meetings aren't the ones who's doing the things in the neighborhood. It's a divide within the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So if the divide's within the neighborhood, you got one. Because I know I was on the bad side of one neighborhood I was in, but you had good people. We weren't bad people who were doing bad things. Okay, so you got good people sitting over here that trying to live and do this, that. I ain't gonna even say good people that's dealing with the system in a certain way.
Yeah.
Then you got other people that's dealing with the system in this way.
Mm-hmm.
So both of them are we could. Matter of fact, me and the people that we had, people who across street from each other. Okay, so being across street from each other, how do you have so different the mindset?
Y'all on the same.
We on the same street.
They see the same thing.
And we see the same thing. We got so different mindsets.
Yeah.
Okay, so people like to say, try to say it's your environment. Okay, your environment has something, but if we're in the same and we have different mindsets, it's something deeper than that.
Yeah.
Now, when I get ready to write my book, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Got you. So look, I went and did a little research, man. I said, let me check out, the numbers on the homicides in Birmingham, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So I know. So in 2021, which was last year, we had 146 homicides in Birmingham, Alabama. And so I said, but as of October 25th of this year, we already got 126. So I said, man, that's a lot of murders. I said, so let me go back. I said, I wanted to go check when we were young. Was there any difference when we were young? Because a lot of people say, you see little young kids.
I thought you went back.
I went all the way back. So I went all the way back, but the numbers during our time was pretty high. They was back in the early 90s, the numbers was 120, 130, 140. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was.
I know when we was out there what the number was.
I'm finna tell you, look, and it was my part, because we'll say, man, this new generation, man, all this killing, the numbers don't lie. They say, I went and looked it up, and here you go. So, all right, so I came out of high school in 91. It was 141 murders that year. In 91.
91.
All right, so it was 141 in 91. It was 146
in 92.
2021.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still the same. So you can't say it's this new generation. We were doing it back then.
That's what we trying to tell folks. We trying to, this is worse. No, it's not.
We were doing it back then.
Well, let me tell you something about back then now.
Mm-hmm.
No, let me do that long.
Yeah. So like I say, in 90 it was 129. 92, when y'all came out here, it was the highest ever, 148.
What talk to me about 93. What 93 is?
Oh, 93, 129.
I know 92.
So all this was high. So I said, well, who was the police chief and all that? So I said, well, who the police chief when it was low, when they had low numbers. So when I came to in 98, that's when it started getting a little low, and they had a police chief named Mike Coppage. From 98 to 2003, he was ranging anywhere from 71 a year to 89. So I was like, that's pretty good. Looking at what we got going on now, it cuts it in half.
Right.
Then I said, well, who were the best? I went up to about 2007 to 2017. AC Roper.
Yeah.
Now, AC Roper was a G. AC Roper had him in the 60s. And he had a consecutive, like from 2010 to 2013, AC Roper was 64 to 67 a year.
AC Roper was military.
Yeah, we need to find whatever methods he had.
It was military.
We need to be trying to find those methods because I was pretty decent in math. 6 and 6 is 120. That lead cutting it in half.
I mean, it could, but we can't. I don't know. I came out of prison. He was
getting ready.
He was there. He was in there, but at that point, they was trying to bum rush him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because at the end of his tenure, I think the number spiked. His last 3 years, they started hitting 100. His last 3 years, they went from 100 to 109.
So see, now you got to start looking at what was happening then.
Yeah.
That caused the spike, and whatever was happening that caused the spike, you got to go in there, and then what you have to do is find out the demographics of where your violent crimes coming from, those areas within inside of Birmingham. Once you find those areas, you find out where most of the thing going, and then you go look at these areas. What's the problem in these areas? Most likely poverty. I mean, I bet you 9 times 10 you got poverty all over. Yeah. So why are we so deep into this poverty? Because deep poverty gonna bring violence. You know what I'm saying? Because it's oppressive. And I got a partner named King Tone. King Tone say oppression leads to aggression, which leads to violence. He said oppression that leads to aggression, which leads to violence. Okay, so if we got oppressive states of being within inside the city, these oppressive places, if you ease it up, I mean, you have to go out. You got to get people to. My book will be out before you know it.
PR, what you got? You got anything over there? You got anything over there? Anything on the screen?
Oh, on the screen. You talking about me personally?
No,
no. Truthful Amy, back in our day, there were youth in the obituary every day.
Every day.
Those folks' children are having children in the same environment, in most cases, repeating the cycle of dysfunction.
I can see that.
The dysfunction teaching dysfunction.
Yeah. And then that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Dysfunction, function, what's your function? Fucking up the hood.
Yeah. So look, then I went further. I started checking because I saw where at the Little League games, coaches or parents were getting killed in front of the kids at Little League football games.
Traumatized.
I was like, what do we? And we used to coach.
Look, bro.
We used to coach.
Bro.
So
it's funny because we just watched something about referees getting beat up.
Yeah, this real. This is like dudes are really they get so much aggression where they actually pull out guns, shoot people over a Little League football game. And
I can't even imagine.
I can remember we used to coach. But see, back when we coached, we were coaching kids and we knew their parents. And their parents would let us be their parents on the field.
Right.
They were like, we're not here to hurt them or nothing. And they didn't butt in and jump out there, man, ready to fight the coach. Hey, you ain't playing my kid or whatever. They let us handle the kids.
But see, you got to realize that some of these parents think highly of their children, and sometimes them children don't be that. You know what I'm saying? And see one thing. Let me just tell you, when we were playing, We talk to the parents right now. Johnny,
Yeah.
Johnny. He just want to be.
He just want to be a part of
Okay,
the
I'm
team.
just letting you know now. When
Yeah.
we can, we're gonna put Johnny out there.
Yeah.
But Johnny, Johnny's really that good with this. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't ready for this.
But yeah, and then it might not be bad. He
Yeah.
might be young.
Yeah.
It'd be learning curves out there. You got some cats that'll come out there at 4. I remember Spark Plug. Hey, Spark Plug, man. When I was coaching, he was like 4.
Yeah.
Young little boy. But he was on it. He was smart. And then you got some that be old and you had to catch them up. That don't mean they dumb. They just understand the game better. Because what you don't understand in a football game, you might understand in mathematics.
Exactly.
What you don't understand in mathematics, you might understand astrophysics. So don't think one area that you don't understand makes you, you know what I'm saying? You can understand your niche is where your niche at. I'm just saying is that these cats, their niche wasn't football a lot of the time. And their parents understood that.
Exactly.
It wasn't they were bad kids, their parents understood it wasn't their niche.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to be part of it.
We just want to be part of it. We're gonna cater to the championship, you're gonna get you a ring, you're gonna get all that. Just ride with us.
I got a funny story. I remember when I was coaching, there was a little cat on my team. We called him G. And every game he'll find me and he'll tug my shirt tail. Coach, I ain't been in yet. Every game. I'll be like, G, chill out, man. Especially in them tough games, man, you ain't gonna get out there right now. So every game, so I can remember we went to Florida to play. So anytime you go out of town, you play guys older. So we playing some guys, man. So this back we had Baby, Baby played the pros, all them.
Yeah.
Man, Baby was out there playing them grown boy, them boys yakking.
Yeah.
So at the end, I say, have everybody been in? G sitting on the sideline, and he raised there and say, Coach, I been in already. He want no smoke. He want none of that. I was looking for him. I said, everybody been in here. No. But he was raising his hand. Coach, you look me dead now. I been in. I said, I died laughing.
I know you did.
Every game he's like, Coach, come here. Coach, I ain't been in yet. G had a little white hair on me. He be looking up at me. I ain't been in here, Coach. I hear him saying, yeah, go, put him in.
He wasn't saying that, did
They didn't say nothing. They said, Coach, I been in.
Look, Jermaine Holder has a comment. He said, mofos ain't taking an ass whooping in the streets no more. So they keep that fire. I'm mofo.
Jay, yo.
I hear you, my nigga.
Jay, like, you keep that fire. I hear you, Jay.
Hey, man. And hey, everybody have to live like they live. You know what I'm saying? You know where you at. You know what your situation is. I never tell you not to defend yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I just tell you, if you have to defend yourself, check your goddamn area. Check the people you around. Check the people you with. Because if you got to do all that, then something ain't right. You need to change something. Yeah. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, and then to feel like you got to do it.
Well, got families that like,
yeah,
it's a lot of these people going out here taking these people hard earned money, breaking in their stuff, saying, man, everybody, motherfuckers ain't trying to take losses.
And then you ain't. I mean, to me, my thing was I've always been a soldier, a warrior. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say a warrior, and I always thought that we should fight for what was right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to me, poverty, oppression wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did what I did, I'm looking at this like everything else gonna keep me here.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing gonna get me out of here if I take this chance right here.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't no internet. Mm-hmm. So all I saw was what I saw.
I heard a dude say, he on the podcast. And he said, but he done did 20 years in prison. But he said, man, when he was growing up, all he knew was, I'm gonna be dead or in jail or get to this money. I'm gonna get to this money.
Get to this.
That's all he knew. He vision.
That's all we had. Our vision was right here.
Yeah.
See, people who have the internet or dealing with the internet or dealing with what y'all been dealing with. Y'all back there would have done Generation X, y'all.
Yeah,
Generation X, baby.
I'm part of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing was we didn't see nothing but this little thing right here, and I'm older than y'all. So my vision, Man, listen, like a little peephole. I'm looking at it like this.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing but over there.
Yeah.
Man, I got to go get it.
Yeah.
It's way over there. I got
my family.
my family hungry.
Yeah.
I got all sisters.
Yeah.
I got to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen.
Sometimes we've been on both sides of the fence, so you kind of understand. Now I don't like nobody taking something from somebody else. You go get it. I mean, go get it. You know how you get it, but not trying to take it from. We out here trying to get it too. Don't take my little bit.
Yeah. I mean, you got to chill. You got to, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
put in the work. Put the grind in.
Now it was time that I would do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On all type of things. You know what I'm saying? But it was a different type of oppression. See, back then it was limited outlets. What they call I believe they call them plugs now.
Mm-hmm.
We on the plug what it is, streaming system too. Plug Network, man. Check Plug Network out. That's what we're gonna be when we do with AIM and everything else. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, it was just different, man. It's different. I mean, you have to have been out there, been back in them type of, and been real with it. Now, if you weren't real with it, you wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. But if you're real with it, huh?
Yeah, part of Peter Pan.
Who the hell is Peter Pan?
I mean, he's Robin.
No, you talking about goddamn Robin Hood. Nigga.
I said wrong name.
Yeah.
I thought it was Peter Pan. That was the same person. Robin Hood. But Peter Pan wasn't that dude.
Oh, I don't know what you're saying.
Peter Pan was that motherfucker that never want to grow up.
I bet.
Robin
Hood. Robin Hood was robbing people. They're plotting.
I mean, you know,
He
because
was taken from the rich.
Taken from the rich and give it to the poor, right?
and that was kind
But
of
see, when we do it, you're going to prison.
cool when they do it.
Exactly.
It's a problem when I do it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But you know, hey man, listen, we just tripping. All we want y'all to do is go out and vote.
Yeah, rock that vote.
If you can go vote, then we can try to make this a better place. Reach out and vote.
Because I'm telling you, you get the wrong people. You get the wrong people in that man. That shit get ugly.
Ooh. Man, listen.
Them laws change.
Man, listen, y'all. Hey, brothers, you on the street. Now y'all know the law.
I mean, think about this.
Y'all know the law.
They making a law where a woman can't control her body.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, make that make sense. Men telling women what to do with their body. So I mean,
reach out and vote.
It's serious.
And look, they got a memo on here, fellas, that's out here in the street about this violence. Maybe I need to read that to y'all. Let me show y'all something. Where that memo that? You remember what memo number was? Let me find this amendment. Go ahead and talk. Let me find this amendment. I'll show y'all. Oh, here you go. Okay, right here. It's Amendment 1. The amendment is also called Anaya Law. Changes Section 16 of the Constitution, which currently state people charged with a crime other than a capital offense are eligible for bail. Amendment 1 would add charges that would make a person ineligible for bail for murder, aggressive child abuse, sexual torture, terrorism, as well as first-degree kidnapping, rape, sodomy, domestic violence, human trafficking, burglary, arson, and robbery.
You said terrorism. Think about it. They call that terrorism in schools now. When you will
not get a bond. It's a little different. It's a little different, but you will not get a bond. They will hold you in I mean, listen, one robbery, you know.
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
That's naturally going on.
Domestic violence.
Yeah.
You know, all these other ones agree with, but look, burglary. It can be a first, third, second burglary. Arson, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Because you set somebody's shit on fire, you know.
Yeah. And what happened to her was awful.
Mm-hmm.
It's awful.
It's awful.
And I get that the perpetrator of it was someone who was out on bail or bond or what have you. But he didn't commit that crime because he was out on bond. He committed that crime because
he had mental issues.
He was unstable.
Exactly.
And so, you know, you're not getting at the root cause of the issue. The issue was his mental instability. So, you know, it would be different if you giving people some type of mental evaluation before you let them out. Okay, but just to say, oh, since you committed domestic violence, you can't be out on bond. You committed burglary, you can't be out on bond because that means you gonna go and kill somebody. If that is not what that means.
So we got to really understand that, you know, they pull on heartstrings. We are very understanding, shooken by what happened to this young lady, and we hate that. But at the same time, everybody can't get blamed for one person's act. This person was mentally ill. He should have never been out of the county jail. He had a bunch of charges pending when he went there, I believe. But anyway, my thing is, go ahead.
Sorry, you remember you tell them about the little kid on the kindergarten got the class 3. When we talk expelled a kindergarten.
Keisha's cousin or nephew.
Oh, yeah. Now look, let me show you something now.
It's a kindergarten. I never heard of it.
He was getting kindergarten.
Yeah, kindergarten.
Told somebody he had a gun.
They never 5, 6-year-old now.
Right. They never found the gun.
Gotcha.
And Billy told him he had some other kid told him to say it. Some I don't know no name. I don't know if he was Billy. I just say Billy, but some other kid supposed to have told him name, and then they sent him what? So they were going to
they expelled him, class 3 them, right?
Send him to alternative school. I didn't know you can go to alternative school.
As a kindergarten, I never heard that. That's what I'm getting at.
So people voting, I'm telling you now, if you don't know, you need to learn. Don't wait till it happens to you to get involved. Because it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. We just don't know when.
And that's the issue with these zero tolerance policy.
Yeah.
So the school has a zero tolerance policy, and because he told someone he had a gun, that's considered a terroristic threat, or you know,
they could put him in the county for terroristic.
Whatever, I don't know, but I'm just saying that's what.
What I'm saying, zero tolerance.
Yeah, because it's zero tolerance. Yeah.
When you get your forms when you first start school, the parents have to sign the the conduct, rule of conduct, whatever.
Code of conduct. Code of conduct.
Oh, so they man.
They get you. You got to sign the papers, so they can be like, I don't care if you read it or not. Well, you sign the papers. You go, your kid 5 years old in an alternative school.
So my thing is, a 5-year-old is not given the he's supposed to be perfect when he's 5.
Man, they don't.
Didn't they just say 26 years old? The brain not developed 26. So at 5, you're gonna put him in an alternative school at 5. At 5,
what was the 12-year-old baby that they put?
Man, y'all gotta stop that, man.
They put a 12-year-old in jail. The dude that kept taking off his.
They gave him 7 years.
He was juvenile.
Yeah, he was juvenile.
And they gave him like.
I can't think of his name.
7.
Yeah.
Look, 12.
Yeah.
These are our children, y'all.
12.
These are our children, y'all.
And you better
come on now.
You better get.
Come on now.
These
are our children now, and if we don't do something now, they're gonna continue to make the laws to make it worse for us. Yeah. I'm just gonna be real with you.
And that's how they get you, by the law. Because look, it can be wrong or right, but
it's the law.
They hit you, but by law, we got you. By law.
You better start making some sense of it. You got to start making some sense of it.
Slavery
in your household, you have to be. I am the man of my household, and being the man of my household, I have to understand politics, war, social existence. Outside of me,
was slavery a law?
A law.
Yeah.
And they said that. It's in the books. I can't tell you where, but they said that you were mentally ill if you tried to run away from the plantation. Something was wrong with you. Imagine that.
What you mean you want to run away from here? What you mean?
Y'all better wake up, man.
Yeah.
You better wake up now. You sitting around here looking at me crazy. You better wake up. This ain't no joke, man. You got to think about your children. These babies, man.
You're locking out babies.
If we don't get it right now, if we don't get with it right now, our babies gonna suffer. Oh, y'all don't care. Okay, all right. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Vote.
That's real.
Vote.
That's real. If these laws don't get changed, the laws are gonna get worse, and they're gonna hit you by law.
And
There's
then
nothing you can do.
And then they would throw some money at you now.
Yeah.
You'll be right here and say, "No, don't worry about it. Y'all gonna be all right."
Yeah.
All right. Listen now. Listen. We out here on the grassroots. We doing this thing, baby. We trying to make this thing happen. We doing it. And not just for us now. Because once we do it, everybody gonna be able to benefit from it. We just want to open the doors, and I'm gonna leave them bitches open. You just come on in. We ain't no holding nobody back. Ain't no trying to stop you or stifle you from being the greatest you can be. I want you to be the greatest.
And here's what is getting ugly at. People are getting worse. People are getting to where hateful.
Yeah,
People are starting to be hateful. It's not like hate them creep inside of families. So you know if family members hate each other, I'm talking about like
that ain't nothing new now.
But no, I'm just saying it's like deep. It's a different
type of
it's a different thing going on right now, man.
Yeah, it's a different
Like
type. It's a different
like
type.
we grew up and we were kids.
We had rivalries.
Yeah, but
we had hate.
it's a like I want you dead hate.
Yeah. I don't know where that come from.
And so if it's like that inside a family, imagine out in the world the hate that's going on. It's good people. I mean, it's bad people want to see good people messed up. They really hate you.
Well, that's where you got to go into your own understanding of your spirituality and pull your own. See, I deal with the ancestors and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, me personally, you know, they can't touch me. You know, I feel like, you know what I'm saying. You what can you do with something you don't know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be in your position whether you here or somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They can knock you off today for no reason, and you come back as the wind, tear their house down, destroy their family. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Lately, me personally, I've been having like an eerie feeling like something really brewing. I'm talking about I've been having a fit. Something is brewing. And I don't know what it is. I just, anytime I'm feeling something, when I go with that first mind, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Me and my wife was out, was it yesterday, man? We was out in we was out Issachar, right? And so I know I need some tires, right? And so I told the ancestors, I said, hey, it was Sunday. I remember being Sunday. I said, give me the tubes. But I need them tires, son. Give me the tubes. So they make the tubes because the wire coming out on the inside of the tires. And I can feel it. I said, me and my wife drive, just don't blow out on the freeway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can remember tubes. We finna get ready to go do another order. I can remember. And I said, dang, we made what we want to make. We already made what we want to make. And so we were headed to a store. Some just said, no, turn off and head home. So as we headed home, about a block away from the house, all I hear blow out in the tire.
Yeah.
So I rolled that motherfucker all the way to the house and hit on stop. When I pulled up in the driveway. And I told her, I said, shit, I said Tuesday. There were Tuesday yesterday. Yeah. I had to go buy 4 new tires, nigga. Everything was bald headed. And I was like, damn, I should have been, you know what I'm saying?
Well, now on that tip, the thing is with me, what I learned is go on, take care of what needed to be took care of immediately. You know what I'm saying? You know what you got to do. You know what's going on. And those days like that for me was like, I know I done took it past limit because I got the message way back here.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't get the message, for a few days before they were gonna have. That was the morning. I whoop, whoop. You got 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I got the message way back here and could have did it back here.
Yeah, exactly.
So the thing is now is let's pay attention to what we first think. So you'll say your first mind was Tuesday, but your first mind really wasn't that Tuesday. Your first mind was way back
Yeah, it
there.
was like me.
You walk past that little, you gotta get some time, and you didn't do it.
Yeah.
See, that's procrastination. So see, my thing is let's stop procrastinating. Let's start investigating and start determining how we're gonna get this thing and make it happen. That's how that goes.
My wife be on all the time. Baby, we need, I be like, we need a lot. You know what I'm saying? I be like, hey. Look, so she outside the truck, I can see her get the truck. She looking at everything, expecting the truck. Just give the truck. Cause I know she gonna get the truck. Hey baby, did you see? I be like, girl, I was seeing it.
Well, let me tell you how you combat that.
What?
When I get something, I get it.
Believe me. I be like, shit, you got it. You got it. Let's get it, man. We grind. Yo.
And this will do the same thing.
Boy, the wine something else.
Yeah, they have a whole
Wine
thing
be on
planned
it.
out.
They be on
I be like, well, you got some money here somewhere. I'm about to tear the wall down.
Man, we grind.
You
We
did.
on grind.
Grinding.
Yo. Wait a minute, man. Hey, you can't be
Go to work every day.
without
Listen,
them.
I love them.
Yeah, can't be without
What? I done been without them. I can't take it. I handle it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always happy because that's what I like. But look, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As we grow and we start moving forward toward this thing, we have to start thinking more in the alignment of, man, where we going?
Mhm.
You know, where are you going? All right, we right here. But where are you going? And if you start thinking closer to the way you're going instead of where you've been,
Mhm.
then you're going to get the way you want to be.
Because where we're going, then you got to start figuring out what steps it takes to get to where we're going.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
Because you're going.
Yeah.
You see where I'm coming from?
Mhm.
We look for books and blueprints to do this,
Mhm.
but I guarantee you, once you decide that you're going there,
Yeah.
you're gonna find your way there. You ain't gonna have to look for no book, because that's where you're supposed to be.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? I remember a time when I was in El Paso, Texas. Follow my nigga. He came in, boom, 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 we did boom, 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 boom. And I was over somebody's house that I just went over there. I just met, kicking. Anyway, came out the highway. I'm following them, and the traffic gets so thick, I lose. Now I don't know where the person lives,
Yeah.
but I've been there 2-3 times since I've been in the state.
Mhm.
So I get out of the freeway. I said, okay, I think this. I go anyway. Long story short, I found my way back.
Wow. Dude, happy belated anniversary. We didn't, on the show.
Thank you.
I know it was last week.
Yeah, your last
You know
week.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You got your 1 year.
Yeah, I got my old year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it went so fast.
Fast.
I mean,
We talked about that.
it was like, but we straight. You know what I'm saying? We talk, we laugh. I mean, sometimes I be like, this is my dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I do.
And my friend, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about,
They be the best.
you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and a lot of people don't get that because a lot of people still in that traditional way of thinking and what they want to do. But to me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I would never douse the brilliance that is my wife.
Man, wives know everything about you. They know the softness, you say.
What Amy call her?
What? Call who?
Tyra.
What's she called?
The nigga whisperer.
Oh, yeah. She Tyra do a good job with you. So, it said, no, I know everything about you, man. They know how to calm you down. They know how to speed you up.
Exactly.
They know how to do this.
And then it just like you get off track. I like
My
my trainer jump track.
Yeah.
I jump track in a minute. And I know when I'm jumping track because she get to breathe a little different.
Looking crazy. Cringe.
Yeah, because this nigga got cross-eyed.
Yeah. Hey, look. Well, we'll get that look. We'll get that look and get that, that cycle. Like, hey, we about to
Hey, but it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing, we growing, I mean, I'm still in amazement at how we are doing as far as the podcast. and then starting another show with Amy.
Yeah.
The Truth with Amy in the morning, 6 o'clock. Okay.
No different.
Every fourth Wednesday.
Yeah.
Remember, give us the name for the show, because when we name the show, we got a gift card. We haven't determined the size of the amount yet.
Yeah.
I want to do, but okay, but we're gonna come up with
Yeah,
something.
we'll talk about it. And look, if you haven't already liked and follow our page on Facebook, T.O.G. Marilla, go like and follow, man. Share, so I shared ourselves. And if you haven't subscribed already on our YouTube channel, T.O.G. Marilla's podcast, go subscribe.
Do that, man.
Continue to follow, man. We're finna get ready.
And we got a lot of
Yeah, the hunt is on. Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope. I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, now you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfuck the past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees. Oh Lord, help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast locked within a cage. They're setting traps and almost kill me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Pour a drink on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life.